Okay, hello, hello. Hey, love, how are you? Can you hear me right now, love? Hold on, let me check. I got my I'm using this microphone. Let me show y'all. I finally got it connected, and the sound is nice. I like this. I feel like I could speak at this tone, and you all can hear me. Hold on, I'm trying to let Insta know. Oh, Michael Bublé got a new song. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. My friend is out of the country right now, so I'll donate. Absolutely, no worries. Okay, I don't know. It's the microphone. It sounds so good. You all give this stream a like. I have tea. Gregory hasn't spoken to Rosa, but he's basically went back to Melissa. Child, hold on. Let me pull out a new deck of cards. Hold on. Let's get into that. Baby. All right. So I'm going to reshuffle these in case we change over. Hold on. Thank you for liking the live, everybody that's watching. Hit like on that live. Copy link. Um, 222 for those of you that are on the East Coast. Q. All right, I got you, love. Hello, Aries Rainbow Child. Y'all, I love this microphone upgrade. Oh, we are in the big ones now. I sent it over. I just feel like we are so advanced at this point. Okay, I see you, Black Widow Row. All right, Black Widow Row has 3 questions. Love, whenever you are ready, please drop your question. I'm going to let y'all know what this line order is looking like. So we got Love, we got Black Widow Row. Also, y'all tell me how you feel about this. So I am going to still do my celebrity readings because y'all know I love celebrity tea. Those are going to be primarily shorts because Y'all know I'm playing the game of the what you call it. But I got some romance readings I want to do. I want to do Chloe, not Chloe. Um, I want to do DDG, India Love, Halle Bailey, her new guy, Megan, and her new guy. I can't think of his name right now. Y'all, sorry, I'm not a big. I mean, I like watching basketball, but I know the ones, the players that I follow. And her name is okay. I'm saying this Giovanna and Playboy Cardi. I saw her. I felt drawn to her energy. Like, I don't know. Y'all, for those of y'all that don't know, for anybody that's watching, I am 36. Thank you, Jesus. I know I look good. No, but I am 36. So some of the newer artists, I'm getting to know. Like, there's the ones that, that I like. The music is just always popping. Like, I want to do a check-in on Tyler because I actually like Tyler. I know people don't like her, but the girl, I mean, she's a great entertainer, to be honest. Like, she can dance, she can sing, she's pretty. I like her. Um, but I want to do a check-in on her. But Giovanna, I think that's her name. She gave me an Aaliyah vibe. Like, I know everybody been chasing Aaliyah's energy. She's not chasing Aaliyah's energy, but she gives authentic Aaliyah energy, like in real life. But I found out she's with Playboy Cardi. And the controversial thing about her was that she's supposed to be a lesbian. Uh, so I want to know. I'm interested. Yeah, do make a play. All right, so let me get into it. You said what brand? What is your microphone brand? Aries, you're 42 years young. Shout out to you. I know that's right. 42 is young. Yeah, 42 is very young, actually. Plus two, what I appreciate like about our generation is that it's like I love the Golden Girls. When you watch the Golden Girls, like those ladies there were only 50 and 50 plus. Like they were under 55. But when I think of 55 now, I don't think of the Golden Girls. Like, I think of the housewives. Those ladies, like Nene. Nene is like 50. Nene Leakes. That woman don't look 50. I mean, and I'm not even talking about the surgery part. That's because we know why they don't be looking 50. But like the energy, the clothing, like no. Um, my favorite Rick Ross baby mama, Tia. Tia is a trip. She's 50 something. No. So I love that people are redefining, like they realize that life doesn't end after 20, after their 20s child, because at one point in time it was you hit 30, you was ancient. You might as well have been a relic. Um, but yeah. And then too, my sister is the same age. Well, she'll be 42 this year. So she's the same age. Like, and my sister be out youthing me. I be telling her, have you heard of da da da? She be like, yeah, girl. Have you heard of? So no, it's a spiritual thing. It's all spirit. The spirit can stay as young as you need it to be. The spirit stay young. The body ages because we are bananas. We hopefully don't age like a banana, but we are bananas. We are meant to shed this shell at some point, hopefully a long point from now. But the spirit is what stays young. So absolutely. Um, Oh, to answer your question, Aries Rainbow Child, I do not know. I actually got this microphone a few years back, maybe even 4 years. It was, around the pandemic time, a little bit after though, because we could go outside then. And I never used it. I don't know why. Don't ask why I never used it. I put it away because I got a lot of like equipment and stuff. Because in another life, I did photography and videography and stuff. I used to be a part of broadcast. So I had put this away with like my other equipment. And when I was moving some stuff and going through like, doing a deep dive, I found it and I was like, why haven't I ever used this? And I am in love with it. The sound is amazing. Anyway, so need to have fun. Absolutely. All right, love. I am here for you. And Black Widow Roll, let's get into this. Wait. It didn't say, hold on, y'all. Oh, my fault. It did. I put it in the wrong section. All right, love, and then Black Widow Roll. Put the reading in the wrong section. But let's do it. Y'all, I got some coffee in me. Y'all know I want to get on a better time frame too, so y'all can know when to find me. I'm trying to get structured. Because I like the energy that I have in the daytime. Like, oh, ooh. I feel good. SS, I'm here. I almost forgot to come back. No worries, SS. I appreciate you for coming back. All right, love. Let's get into it. All right. I don't like Gregory's energy right now because he's left my friend hanging, no contact, nothing. That is a coward's goodbye. It's like he really dumped her from his life. Mm. We want to know why is Gregory playing back and forth with his baby mama, with his baby and Melissa's the baby mama. If he hasn't even spoken to Rosamund for a month, not to expect that one dumb text. Do you know what too? When people go ghost like that, it's so they can keep the door open, because the point of it is for you to guess. You're supposed to think like, what happened? You just don't talk to me anymore. That's by design. You're supposed to be confused, because if I confuse you, I got a chance. If I end it, you might move on. And because the whole point of ghosting, because I know you're probably thinking like, okay, wait, but if you ghost me, I'm gonna leave. Most people do. You stop acting like you know me, I'm gonna stop knowing you. But it's designed to keep you confused. I never said goodbye, so what does that mean? Where is it going? So you're likely to stay open even if you're angry, because the whole point is they don't care if you're angry or not. You're likely to stay open even if you're angry. So let's see. Let's get into it for your friend, for Rosa. I see you, SS. I'm gonna add you to my line. All right. So universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. Push on the message. Spirit guides and ancestors of Rosa. Spirit guides and ancestors of Gregory. Spirit guides and ancestors of Melissa. Why is Gregory going back and forth between the baby and his baby mama, Melissa? What is up with that? Two cards. All right, we have the hangman in the reverse. We have the star card in the upright. It's definitely energy. Now, I'm not saying she's at fault because he is a grown man, but it's definitely energy at play on her end. It feels manipulative. It definitely feels tied to the child. Universe, spirit, guides, and ancestors. Why is he back and forth with Melissa? Knight of Wands in the upright. It's also what I'm feeling in the energy. It's also tied to some type of incentive. Like, I don't know if this is money or what. So it's not just solely the child. Unfortunately, I wish I could say like, oh, well, he's afraid of not seeing his kid again. It's not solely tied to the child, but it is tied to some type of incentive. That's what I'm getting with that one. And then you have the strength card in the reverse. And then you have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Here's the thing. He has no plan to actually solidify, submit to. Hold on. I don't even think I got to pull the microphone closer. Y'all can hear me. Yeah. He has no plans to actually solidify or submit to Melissa. This is a temporary thing. Now, I'm not saying Rosa should hold on or go back. I'm just telling you it's a temporary thing. It's like it's an energy tied to like what I can get out of you. Like, follow me here. You got some guys that get back with a baby mama or exes or somebody new around tax season because they're trying to get into them tax dollars. Now, this ain't tax season, but it's definitely motive and incentive that she's offered him to it. It feels like there's something monetary behind it, but it's not solely monetary, but it is something that is essentially wrapped into money. Also, too, it's something wrapped into him not having to alter his behavior or change. It's not love. He's not back and forth with her because he's grand in love with her. If anything, he knows he can always come back. So it's like, I could treat you like shit, and then I can come back. Basically, we got three women: baby mother, Rosa, and whoa. Finishing with okay, just Cashapp. All right. Hold on. Well, this is the baby mama's energy. Okay. Well, then I gotta pull on. So there's a different energy. Melissa is a different energy. Okay. So, but this is the baby mother's energy. I'll pull on Melissa's energy. But yeah, he can go back and forth with the baby mother. That's what that is. Like, she, unfortunately, her self-esteem is not up to par. So she's allowing him to, she knows now of any of all of the three of you, Her energy knows exactly who you all are, what's going on, and he always has a place to lay his head. So he can disappear from her life 5 months on end. She's opening up her arms and her legs again, which is sad. Very sad. I feel bad for her, to be honest. I am going to confront my scam friend August to try to get my money back with someone going with me. Yeah, definitely Aries. Bring somebody with you. Do not do it. I wonder if you can call the police on that too. I mean, I'm traumatic. I try every. Don't play with me. Let's get into a love about Melissa. Universe, spirit, guides, and angels. What is Gregory's appeal to Melissa? Melissa energy feels new. Eight of Wands is primarily sexual. That's what that is. Tower card reverse. It's primarily sexual, and it's no strings attached. Here's the thing, though. He's not being completely honest with Melissa, so it's not like he's telling Melissa, "Well, you know what this is." Like what he's telling Melissa is that he's not involved with anybody serious. They both know they're dating other people, but they don't know to what end, you know. So Melissa's energy isn't really involved seriously. But yeah, she might deal over here, deal over there, but she's not serious with anybody. She doesn't know that she knows about the baby mother, but she once again isn't under the impression that the baby mother is a serious energy. She doesn't know about Rosa's energy. She's under the impression that Rosa is just maybe somebody he's seeing and dating. Um, yes, what I'm feeling in the energy, he plans on coming back to Rosa's energy, keeping Rosa energy there as a more serious partner. But to be very honest, he's playing all three of y'all, or not all three of y'all, but all three of them. He's going back, and he doesn't intend to stop going between the energies. Like it's like he's put you all in categories. Like Rosa is the girlfriend, the baby mama. Like once again, she allows whatever. If anything ever, if he just was really without options, because here's the other energy. He doesn't like being alone, and he doesn't want to be alone. He don't want to be single. He don't like being single. It's not for him. But instead of just dating and doing XYZ with Melissa and having other people, he is being selfish and he's tying all of you all into it. Now, unfortunately, I feel like if anything, when it comes to energies disappearing, it'll be Rosa's, it'll possibly even be Melissa's, not in a disgruntled way, but more so in a way where it's like, okay, well, I'm, we had our time. But the baby mama, that self esteem has got to have work because she's there consistently. Like I said, her energy is giving, hell, she'd even allow the girlfriend in the house. Like, y'all all be together. She don't want to go nowhere. He said, properly good, but I want to. He said, it makes a lot of sense. So that's what I got for you. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Um, yeah, that's what I got for you. He doesn't want to let anybody go, but he feels like he's able to juggle the times, especially with how close the baby mama's energy is. It's like as long as he has her, he knows he feels invincible in a sense. You're so welcome. So unfortunately, he was hoping that Rosa was a bit of foolish and kind of was like the energy of the baby mama. Goofy. Real goofy child. Um, let's get into it. Blackwater Road and then all right, Blackwater Road and then SS. Let me put y'all over here. All right, Blackwater Road whenever you are ready. Yeah, so y'all, I wanted to tell y'all, I think I'm gonna get more into some more all signs energy. Like I'm gonna still do my pick cards because I personally like to pick cards. But if you all have been noticing, I've been doing more all signs. So I think I'm gonna go more closer to that. Definitely the algorithm is favoring it, but in the past I didn't want to do it because it was very like tedious and in depth and I was getting no traction at all. But the picker cards I always personally loved. And then the The celebrity readings I've always personally loved too. But again, even with the celebrity reads, YouTube was like, no. But I've always liked tea. Black Widow Row whenever you're ready. And then SS. Ooh, don't knock over them. Me and my 19 liquids. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, that's good. Let me add some cream. Let me not mess up my clothes in the process. You said karma reading. Good. Oh, yes. Aries Rainbow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I need my pen and paper. Let me take notes. Hold on. Let's do that. I do want to do that. Karma reading. The good, the bad, the ugly. Because I am going to still do the gossip reading. All right. I'm going to still do the gossip reading. Okay, so y'all want karma readings, because basically what I'm going to do is, I think because since I still like the pick a card, but I'm also incorporating all signs and then some collective energy. I want to do it in a theme, like, like hit that one target karma, the good, the bad, the ugly, but in all of those formats. Karma, the good, the bad, the ugly. I like that one. I like that title too. Thank you, Aries. Karma, the good, the bad, the ugly. So let me do readings. Okay, I'm gonna hit y'all with a what's the current gossip. Um, how do others perceive you? Ooh, I got to do an August love reading. What's coming towards you in love, August, and then singles all sign. All right, Black Widow Row whenever you're ready. Also, SS whenever you're ready. What's coming towards you? All right. So Black Widow Row whenever you're ready for your questions. And I know you preparing for Beyonce tonight. This ain't Texas, and I ain't gonna hold them. So lay your cards down, 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 down. Oh, that's messy. All right, Black Widow Row or SS? I'll put that in there. I gotta wipe off this table. Okay, SS, I can go with your questions. I'll come back to Black Widow Row. All right, so coffee grinds. SS, whenever you're ready, please drop your questions in the chat. Oh, Black Widow Row, you're back. Okay. Sorry, prepping. That's what I figured. I was like, you probably out here prepping for Beyonce. All right, Black Widow, I got you. I'm gonna do SS's questions. She has fewer questions, and then I'll be right back to you. So no worries. But I'm here. We're here. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Yep, the battery is strong. Um, Okay. All right. So SS, first question. I've been applying for so many hospital positions. Do you see me getting a job in a hospital? I see. No worries, no worries. I know you all are busy. Like I said, in Beyonce's tonight. So, oh, this actually worked out really well because well, her show probably started at 7. You got to get there like if you don't get there like at 7, I usually begin at the time, but an hour before to beat any lines, get any merch, any drinks and stuff like that. He said because it's and because it's Mercury retrograde too. You want to get they approve my unemployment like you said. Yes, see. Wait. Let me do it right. um, but yeah, absolutely. I'm glad they approved that unemployment. Now you can. Well, you always could have comfortably applied, but now you comfortably apply, enjoy your summer, and you got a job coming. He said, I'm going to be there by 6. Yeah. You want to get there, beat any lines, any headaches. I hate going to something that's supposed to be fun and it's a headache. But if you get there early, you beat the headaches. Let's see, universe spirit, I think answers to the SS. Will SS be getting a job in a hospital spirit in the card? That's beginning a job. Spirit in the hospital in the cards. What are the parameters around this? Well, SS getting a job in a hospital spirit. What are the parameters around it? 5 of Swords in the upright. That's a good energy. 10 of Swords reversed. The Lover's card reversed. Queen of Wands. The Fool card reversed. Okay. So right now the energy is it's dependent on your actions. 5 of Swords is a planning energy. So it's an energy where, basically, with strategic moves, with the right planning, with the right, strategy. So applying whatever it is that, that's going to make you shine, uh, if you have hospital experience or whatever's going to highlight to make you the best candidate, however you can, finagle that around, that's what's going to solidify your hospital position. Now, I'm not going to hold you. It is going to be a bit of a journey. When I say a bit of a journey, I mean, you're going to get the job this year if you truly are looking to be situated in a hospital, but it's not going to be like, ooh, you got that hospital job coming next month. It's going to be some applying. You might be applying to the same position more than once. You might be applying within the same hospital to different positions, depending on, what it is that you're doing, of course. You might find yourself applying to different hospitals, near and maybe in the suburb. You said second grade. Yeah, near or maybe in the suburb. So depending on where you're located. So if you're located in the city, you might be a little bit, further out the city. Like when I say further out, like up to no more than an hour worth of travel. Yes, I heard your spirit say if you are traveling an hour, you're doing it because it's worth it. You're not traveling an hour because, like you're trying to take anything that's gonna take you. You got the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Once again, that's verifying that you are likely to get a hospital job. But once again, it's through you making consistent efforts. You got the Lover's card in the reverse. Lover's card talks about making decisions. Like a lot of people, don't know that Lovers, yes, it's a romance card, but also it's a card that embodies making decisions. And it doesn't necessarily have to be decisions in love. It's just making decisions. So the Lovers is saying, once again, this is a yes, because that's an agreement too with that Lover's card, but it's contingent on the work that you put in with that 5 of Swords. I feel you put in that work with that 5 of Swords. So look, your outcome is likely to be the Queen of Wands, and that's that solidification. Now you just asked for time frame. Time frame with you really putting in the elbow grease is giving me closer October, to be very honest. Now I'm not saying it can't happen before October. I'm just saying that what I'm getting right now is that you're likely to solidify it more so in Libra, Scorpio season than in Leo, Virgo season. So that's what I got with that. What's up with all these crusties on my face, too? So that's what I got for you for that question. So let's get into your second question. And your second question is, what blessings do you have? What are your next blessings? Universe, Spirit, God's answers. I guess thank you for kind of messages. Okay, that's his next blessings. That's his next blessings. 4 cups and the upright. 4 cups. Ooh, interesting. So we're talking about blessings. 4 cups actually talks about ignoring an opportunity. So there's an opportunity or opportunities that's already been presented to you that maybe you have either put on the back burner or have looked over. So Spirit, I feel like, could be encouraging you to kind of like, what are some things that you kind of place to the side? What are some things that maybe you place to the side? Maybe there are some things that you're supposed to be kind of looking back into. That's what I'm getting with that one. Universe, Spirit, guys, and ancestors for channel messages. What are SS's next blessing, Spirit? 2 cards. SS's next blessings. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. You definitely have a lot of financial blessings that's coming to the forefront. 10 of Pentacles is a longevity card. So when it comes to money, I feel money and real estate wrapped into this. When it comes to money, long term, when it comes to investments, equity, overall security, this is where you are currently. You're building that up. You have it currently, but you're also building it currently. So if it's a situation where I don't feel your energy stuck in limbo, I really don't. Like, even with the fact that, it's like, okay, well, I chose to, like, you are currently in between jobs. You're not. If anything, I want to say one of the issues that you're not going to have to worry about in this lifetime, which is one of the blessings that a lot of us hope for, is monetary issues. That's not going to be your gripe. Now, I ain't saying you won't have grave other issues, but money's not going to be your thing. What I feel is whatever the things that there's something that's coming to pass for you in November dealing with equity. So this might be that purchase of the home or property. There's something that you're building coming in November dealing with equity. This might even be an investment property of sorts too. That's what I'm feeling with that one. But whatever this is, you have longevity and wealth building. So you're doing really, really good. You said that's crazy. I finished my real estate classes and just have to take a test. There you go. Look, there's something, it might be a personal property or it might be a property that you're selling, but I know that this is yielding a huge increase in income for you. That's what I'm feeling with that one. So, and when I say huge, I'm think 20, 30 grand additional money that's coming towards you. And this is money that you're securing in 2025. So this is not something that, oh girl, one of these years. No, 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 no. This is what you're doing in 2025. And 2020, and you just wrapped up the real estate classes. We're talking about 20. See, you know what's crazy? 2025. And I'm so happy that this feels like a long year. I feel like we have so much more time left. Like, I know it's about to be August, and typically this is the 8th month, but it just feels like we have so much more time. Like, usually when time speeds up like this, it feels like, like, oh my gosh, we only got 4 months left. No, like, my body feels like it's April and we have 8 months left. And even though time is going into August, it's like it's at the pace of having 8 months left. There's so much more to accomplish in August alone. You said, also, I got a realtor looking for an apartment for me in Brazil. Yeah. Like, that's the difference between you having what you want and the thing that's not coming to pass is you literally deciding to not do something, to stay stagnant, to not apply, to not look, to not. All you got to do is reach out and call it. You said that's a fact. You're right. Like, does that feel like for you all too? Like there's a lot of 2025. Because don't get me wrong, 2024 was like this. For me, at least, 2024 felt like it was going like that. I was like, God damn, we just blinked. But the time is still going, but it just feels so, which I'm happy about. I don't want the years to pass by quickly. But it feels like we got so much more. All I know is there's an energy here where there's so much more to complete. For everybody that's willing to believe and grasp onto it, there's so much more that you are accomplishing in 2025. But yeah, SS for you. And I'm not saying that money is everything, but the truth of the matter is we live in a monetary realm. That's just what it is. We live in a realm that's governed by money and it's governed by low energies too. But I ain't getting into that because you didn't come here for that. But what I feel for you in terms of blessing, because this is a blessing that's in your life, because your money being stable also is leading to emotional stability, child. I always say my emotions are definitely, it's easier to be depressed when you got money in your pocket. Not that you want to be depressed, but somehow, some way, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you know that your bills can be paid, you don't mind laying in bed on the weekends because you know that you're not gonna go hungry. You know that the rent will be paid or the mortgage will be paid or the lights, whatever. So you can afford, literally, you can afford to be depressed at that point. But when you ain't got much, you can't. It's you depressed. You are functioning because you got to. You know. Um, you said in a past reading, you saw me buying a home in 2025, 2026. I did say that. See, it's happening, and not only that, but there's something about investments coming through for you. So there's an increase coming to you. November is what, 3 months away? 3 months is some change. There's investments coming for you. All you got to do is keep your mind and keep. I don't even got to tell you to do the action. You're doing the action. Nine of Swords in the upright, King of Wands in the upright, Wheel of Fortune. See, bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune, monetary increase. Um, and this is other things too. Now, I do want to say this: Nine of Swords. Watch out for your stress levels. Watch out for your stress levels. And when I say stress, once again, it's the different things that you have your hand in. So, realty, working at the hospital, owning the home, man, I really feel Airbnb in your energy too. So I don't know how you feel about that or what if you had plans on that. But when I tell you SS, I feel it. You are okay. I feel you having a job. I do want to tell you this. I feel you having a job, like a regular 9 to 5, 3 to 7, whatever the hours you choose to go. However, though, you're making enough off of passive income that you can survive off of passive income. Thrive, rather. I don't want to say survive. You're not in survival mode. Your energy is doing well enough for passive income. That's what I feel with that one. And once again, it's happening this year. This isn't a girl in 2 years. No, this is this year. So around November, yeah. However, though, because I feel you being strategic and I feel you being smart when it comes to your money, and once again, this has to do with investment, you're still doing your everyday job and you're keeping up with the passive income. So now that passive income becomes extra income. You're living a pretty decent lifestyle, pretty wealthy. So congratulations. Like I said, I don't feel struggle in your energy now. And I feel like energy begets energy because you're not in a survival struggle space now. Why should you start? And I'm not saying that anything can't happen, lessons can't happen for people, but most of the time, the lessons that we deal with are more so energetic. Like they come to be because of energy, not because of, that's just how life's supposed to go. Like another shoe is not supposed to drop. But that's what I got for you, SS. So you got a lot of monetary abundance coming towards you. Stay diligent when it comes to applying for the hospital job. I do see you landing that. But when it comes to real estate, you got some big wins coming around November. So, and give or take, time could happen sooner, could be a little bit after, but it's happening in 2025. But that's what I got for you, SS. So thank you. Thank you so much. Excuse me, y'all. All right, Black Widow Row. Okay, let's get into it. All right. You are so welcome. Definitely. Thank you. So yeah, Black Widow Row, whenever you are ready. I know you're getting ready. No worries. We're here. We're in good energy. I got me some coffee in my cup. Y'all know every time I get extra caffeine in me, I be on 10, 10, 12, and 13. Um, mm, 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 mm. Hmm. What am I missing? I must be adding something stupid. Okay, question number one. Also, for those of you all that are watching for poops and giggles, just giving your energy, I just did an all signs reading. Go check it out. It's got a whole bunch of goodies in it. All signs, pick a card, collective, and if you're dealing with. So it's really close to a personal reading. It's about your current romantic connection. I'm gonna drop y'all some love reading, not love readings, some celebrity readings for those of you all that love the celebs. And what else? What else? What else? What other content? I got the TikTok. I'm gonna start putting my TikTok content over here too, because they be getting some good readings over there. Uh, but TikTok is they changing they power. They getting all weird. Cause here's the tea with that. TikTok is selling to the US. It's starting to act real Facebooky. Like like a lot of the stuff that I can't do on Facebook, I majestically can't do on TikTok now. So mm, and let's see. I am going to the casino. My friend did the luck ritual for me. I'm gonna go and have fun after Beyonce. Absolute girl, yes. Because here's the thing: when you get done with Beyonce, you about to be on 10. Do you hear me? When I tell you, this how I know she a high priestess. This how I know Beyonce a high priestess. Because when you get done with Beyonce, you about to be up there. Your energy ain't coming down. The U.S. is because here's the thing: the restrictions that's going on. I know I'm dipping in and out of topics, Black for the road, but to go back to the U.S. buying TikTok, and you know what? I'm gonna do a reading on that. Yes, but this is why my theory is that the U.S. is buying TikTok because the restrictions that's on TikTok, weird AF, weird AF. Plus, it's given the same type of restrictions that I'm getting on YouTube and I'm getting on Facebook. So it's one of the two. Either Google or Facebook is buying out TikTok. It's one of the two. Like even now with like using like live music, people can't even do covers. So you know what? It might not be YouTube. It might not be YouTube. Because YouTube you can still do covers, if I'm not mistaken. I think you can still do cover music as long as it's you. But you can't even do covers. And I feel bad because it's creators on there that, girl, I'll be up in the middle of the night watching whole TikTok concerts. Are you serious? But yeah, platforms just boom. Girl, Facebook is wanting to bring more supporters to get monetized, so they are offering better marketing. Excessive. Yeah, I mean, I'm still on Facebook because, and I'm trying to do more direct uploads to Facebook. But Facebook is just such a dying brand. It feel like that older that older person who hasn't let go of their high school years and they keep going back to hang out with the kids, but they're my age plus in their 40s trying to be 15. That's what Facebook feel like, but people be on that shell. All right, let me get into your question. Um, I'm gonna go in and have fun after Beyonce concert and maybe Sunday morning. Yes, live it up. 'Cause, I mean, see, Vegas is a good old time when you treat it as it is. It is a good, just cheap old time. It's tacky. Like Vegas is tacky. Even when I be like dressing up, because I've done dress up Vegas, I felt like I was overdressed. Even to go to places like Nobu, Nobu and Tao in Vegas, like the cost only, because the food, the quality of Nobu in Vegas is not the quality of Nobu that I've had in California and in Chicago. The quality of Tao is not the quality that I've had in Chicago. Um, and the Tao location out there was the first one in Vegas. It was the first one to open up, the one in Vegas. It's good old, just good old tacky time, but you can make the time that you want to make. Because it's like, it's like being in fairy tale land. There's no actual time frame. So you do it up, you know, be at the casino 9 in the morning on a Sunday with some cocktails. Ain't nobody crazy. Um, but let's get into the universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. Will I win anything? I'm studying the slots right now. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. You have to be dressed up. That's what I said. Like it's a fun time. It's what you make it. Like you got people in tracksuits next to people in ball gowns next to strippers. Like it's a good old time. Like everybody just coming together. We just here for the same reason. Let's see. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. Think of channel messages. Spirit guides and ancestors. Will Black Widow Road win anything? Give me two cards for it. You got a Nine of Pentacles reverse. You have a King of Swords in the upright. There's winnings here, but there's restrictions on the winnings. The Emperor. There's winnings here, but there's restriction on the Ace of Wands. King of Cups in reverse. I see you winning quickly. There's winnings here, but it's not giving me like. Now I'm not putting this energy on you because, child, I hope that this comes not true. But what I'm feeling in energy right here, there's winnings, but with the $20, I'm feeling something on the lines of 200. The energy that I'm feeling is there's quick wins here with the Ace of Wands. So you're playing your dollars. You may be $5 in to your $20, or you know you played the whole 20. Boom, you just won 80 on the machine, and you like what? And I feel maybe thinking to yourself like, okay, I played 20, I got 80, that's 60. I'm gonna play another 20, something like that. So it's like a give and a take. I feel you winning and then giving, winning and giving. You're likely to make it far. Nine of Pentacles, because Nine of Pentacles is enjoying the fruits of your labor. Nine of Pentacles reverse is you're in the vicinity of that, but you're not necessarily all the way there. But you ain't bad off either. You might have to keep going. That's the energy of the Nine of Pentacles. If you want to eventually get to comfort, you got to keep going. So I'm feeling the energy of winning about 400, but you might spend somewhere around 200 or 280. Now, that isn't necessarily 200 or 280 of your own money, but maybe 200 or 280 of, let's say, if you played that 20, you will play more than 20 of your own dollars. But let's say if you played that 20, let's say you played 60 of your own dollars and you were able to get 400 total in winnings. But you've been playing, it's like, oh, I got four, I played 20, I got 80. Let me play 20 of this 80, and then from the 20 of that 80, you win 15. Okay, well, let me play another 20. You see what I'm saying? So it's a give and take. I do feel you walking away with a profit of at least 200, which isn't, once again, not bad because, at the very least, you paid off your Beyonce ticket. I'm not saying you can't get more. Once again, I hope that this reading don't come true in regards to the amounts. I hope it comes true to the winnings, but I hope that I have the number wrong. I hope that I'm missing at least 10, you know, between, the 200. And it was like, girl, so you got the 2 and the O right, but come to find out it was 2000, So let's go on with 2000 plus or 20,000. Girl, let's get a bunch of these zeros wrong. But you get at least 200, which once again, in a larger scheme of things, especially if you're like already just playing for fun, That's nice. You got enough to take yourself to eat. Once again, or you could look at it as, oh, I paid the room off. Oh, I paid Beyonce off. Or if you already were content with the room, the ticket, the Beyonce ticket, boom, take yourself out to one of those nice restaurants. Especially if you're already gonna be dressed up nice. Go to a nice restaurant, go to Tao, go to Nobu, get you something to eat, enjoy it, um, and live your best life. You said, right, I want to experience it so bad. I want to know how people feel about Vegas. I know the people will be at the casino. Plus, too, um, what I really enjoy, this is one of my favorite things to do when I'm at Vegas, and this is why I like the penny slots. Not just because I'm a frugal woman, but I like the penny slots because, the cocktail waitress, she comes around because, the drinks are always free at the casinos. So never buy a drink at the casino bar because the drinks, if you are sitting at the slots, your drinks are always going to be free. The cocktail waitress comes around. She asks you what you want to drink. You're not paying for that drink. Um, and because I don't pay for that drink, a lot of times I like, tip a little dollar. Thank you, ma'am. Or not. Because, yeah, they're giving you drink. Because that's the other thing, too. The casino is giving you free drinks because they want to keep you in that seat. You say, girl, yes, yes, yeah. When I first learned about the drink situation, when was this? Because every time I go to Vegas, I go with different people. So I always have like a different Vegas experience, and I've enjoyed all of them. Um, this was Vegas. What year was this? I was my early 20s. I want to say I was 24 at the time. I think it was definitely my second time in Vegas. Um, I was 24, and my friend, she was like, the drinks are free at the casino. I was like, stop, really? She was like, yeah. She was like, the drinks at the casino are free. Hey, Belle. And that's why for me, my favorite Vegas drink is a pina colada. Like, I love pina coladas, but I don't do it very often because, basically it's like a milkshake with alcohol in it. So I don't do pina coladas because I don't want to look like a pina colada, but it's one of my favorite drinks. So my my little ritual, I guess, when I'm at the slots in Vegas, every time the lady come around, because I remember asking my friend at the time, I was like, I can get any drink I want. She was like, yeah. I was like, I want a pina colada. She was like, ask her. This woman, the cocktail waitress, she came around and I was like, can I have a pina colada? She was like, sure thing, baby. She was sweet, beautiful lady. But she was like sweet about it. And she came back and I had a pina colada and it had the little they put like I don't know if they still do it because people be cutting down because of inflation. But she put the little whipped cream at the top of it too. And it wasn't like a big, huge cup. Like they give you enough because you asking for multiple drinks. So they do let you pace it, but it's a pretty decent sized drink. Plus, depending on who makes it, I don't know if she made it herself or what, but them pina coladas were strong, child. And I was already a lightweight. But I remember having three and I was good. I was in a great mood. Okay. You said I'm buying no, that's why I said don't buy no drink. See, bang for the buck. Bang for the buck. Buy no drinks because the drinks, when you see the cocktail waitress come around, the drinks are free. So you ask her for a drink, she's gonna ask you for the drink you want, and then yeah, you just tell her what you want. Because at first I was thinking like, oh, I gotta get like a Coke and vodka, like a soda, club soda, and tequila, whatever people be getting. But I was like, no, give me pina colada. Girl, I have great. And every time I go to Vegas, when I'm sitting at the slides, I sit down and I just be paying a little penny slide. I just be one penny in, one. At one point in time, I would just go to the what you call it and watch whoever I'm with, like friends, family, whatever, play the slots while I get the drinks. And I just be sitting in the machine next to it. But yeah, do not pay for the drink. You might be tempted. I've had one of those because they walk around with those big tall drinks. The ones in the real long, those are like 20-40. But if you don't care necessarily, like it gotta be this type of alcohol, then girl, go to the you at the slides, boom. You're gonna have your good on funky time. Cause too, they trying to keep you drunk to stay in the seats. So that's why they giving you the free drinks. And then notice too, and this is the psychology behind casinos. Like when I was doing addiction counseling, we learned this. that the reason that the lighting stays consistent in the casinos is because you're not supposed to be able to tell time. It's some people that be there for hours on end. They get up to go to the bathroom and that's it. You got some people who addictions were so bad, they were using the bathroom in the chair. It gets really bad. But the lighting in the casino is designed for you not to know what time it is. So you can enter in the casino at 12 in the afternoon. Let's say, I'm giving you drinks, you on your machine, you winning, da 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 da. And then before you know it, you didn't realize you've been up for 12 hours. It's midnight. It's dark outside, but it don't look like that in the casino. It's always consistent. So it's always a consistent lighting of it's bright and it's to appear light. Because notice even in like small casinos, like in state, like like an Indiana casino. I don't know how the casinos are in Ohio, but the casinos are never by windows. Every so now and again, but for the most part, the casino is never by windows because you're not supposed to know what time it is. Because if you there in the daytime, you start seeing the sun going down, you like, oh damn, I gotta get out the seat. So yeah, that's the psychology behind that. And that's why they give you them free drinks. And that's why they don't care about you asking for your pina colada, because they want you to stay there. You said the Excalibur, Masala Bay, one other. I was planning to go to those. Yeah, definitely too. And that's the other thing too. It doesn't matter where you go, because they're all gonna be fun, to be honest. Like there was one, which one is it? I used to love the Bally's one. I used to always go to the casino at Bally's. And I think it was the one at the Flamingo. All I know is if they still got the Margaritaville next to it, Margaritaville is not too far from it. Because Margarita is a good old time too. Good enough drinks in you, head right on over to Margaritaville. Get you some of them Island Calypso shrimp, girl. Uh, so yeah, ooh, that makes so much sense. But yeah. So go ahead, take advantage of them free drinks because they gonna keep it coming. And then you pay for it. You putting it in the machines. You pay for them drinks. But whenever you're ready, Black Widow, give me your second question. Ooh, and Belle, if you're still here, hello, hello, hello. Oh, I see you, Belle. You just okay. Let me put you on my line. Let me put you on my line. Girl, that is good news. I knew I would get lucky in Vegas. I knew. Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I like it because it's like if you go there for the party that it is, you have a good time. For me, I feel like Vegas is one of those weekend towns. I don't ever go more than 3 days because, like you usually go there, you party hard. And I don't mean like cocaine and prostitution, but like it's designed for you to get up 8 a.m., have a drink, boom, is this water? Is this vodka? We don't know. But it's designed for that. You up early, you drunk all day. For me, even when I was younger, a good 2, 3 days of that, I was good. I was good. But you have as much fun as possible. Go to the shows. Some of the shows, I know that the shows, some of the shows be corny, but the magic shows be pretty good though. Girl, if I like me some magic show, I don't care. I don't care. I love me some magic show. You said they do cash you out. Oh yeah, they definitely cash you out. So when you get done, they'll give you the slip from the machine. You take it over to the cashier within the casino. If I'm not mistaken, you can actually even take it. Let's say you got up and you went. Let's say you were playing the slots before you decided to go to a show. You bought a ticket to some shows. You can cash out at a different casino. So let's say you at Excalibur, you went to one of the shows. Now they got Thunder Down Under. They got Thunder Out. I actually got another. I won a moaning contest one year. This was when I was younger with the Thunder Down Under. They were in Chicago, and they had brought people on stage to moan. Like who? I got the pictures and stuff to prove it. But they're at Excalibur. Their Australian strip review. Once again, think Magic Mike. It's theatrical. Um, but hey, it's a fun show. If you're there, I would say go see it. It's a fun show. You'll see a lot of like bachelorette parties there. You say, I've seen the advertisement. Go to it. It's a fun show. It's honestly fun. They might still do the contest and stuff. They might still do the contest. If they do the contest, I dare you to do it. If they do the contest, I dare you to do it. Because usually, what they do is they just, and this was like, oh, this was a minute ago. This was like, when did I win that contest? How old was I? 22, 23. I think I might have been 22 or 23. Um, but yeah, they ask you in a crowd, who has the loudest like who's nasty, da, da, da. Girl, I got on that stage acting crazy. But it was fun. I dare you to do it. It's a fun show. I thought it was fun. I thought it was really fun. Um, like I said, if you've seen Magic Mike, you've seen Thunder Down Under. That's basically what it was. But yeah, go to that. That's an Excalibur. It's definitely worth it. And I don't think it's super crazy expensive. Also, last one, and then give me your second question for real. Because I don't want to, because I know you planning out your Beyonce outfit and stuff. But go to Groupon because a lot of those shows you can get on sale. So here, go to. There was this one, oh man, there was this one app. It was like Groupon, but watch out on Groupon because Groupon be kind of like scamming. You said, sorry, I'm so excited. No, 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 no. No, I love telling people these little like deals and tips and tricks. Because girl, when I tell you, give me 20 minutes and I will save you $200, $500. Like when I tell you, I be knowing what the deals are because I believe that life should be lived luxuriously, but I should not have to pay $9 million for it. Like nobody should have to pay $9 million to live luxuriously. So no, it's always a way around. Um, but before I get into your second question, go to Groupon, but be careful with Groupon because they do be scheming and scamming. I did a Groupon yoga session last summer. Girl, they didn't even finish it. She closed out my yoga thing 2 months before 6 weeks before I had to. I was like, girl, bad. Anyway, so some of them be scheming and scamming, but if you're using it in the now, it still works for you. Do go on Groupon, see if you can get it, because a lot of times you can get the tickets for almost dirt cheap. Sometimes they be less than 50% off, but you probably get at least 30% off, 20% off even. Look up Thunder Down Under. Now there's another app. I don't know if it's existing anymore, but when I tell you this app used to be the deal, gosh, it was called like Social Adventures. Hold on. Submit it for a read. Yes, Bill, I got you. Don't go anywhere, Bill. I got you. I'm put you on my line. Social Adventures app. I hope this app still is around. Let me see. Does the app? Okay, hold on. I gotta ask ChatGPT because if this app, when I tell you this app was like Groupon, and I want to know if ChatGPT remembers it. All right, ChatGPT. There's an app that used to exist. It had a purple icon and it was called Event Social or Social Adventures. It was something like Groupon, but it was for like activities, shows, events, things, and it gave you deals, like really good deals, like Groupon. Does that app still exist? And do you know the app that I'm talking about? It gave like incredible deals on the app. Let me see if the app still exists. Because when I tell you this app used to be better than freaking Groupon, even because Groupon can be the Wild West sometimes. Living Social. It was called Living Social. Originally branded under names like Social Adventures or Event Social. It had a purple themed icon. Does it still exist? It's still active as a platform. Okay. Living Social. Living, here I'm going to put it. And Belle, if you're watching this, I believe you can use Living Social in Canada too. Living Social. It has a purple. It might have changed the icon, but it was a purple icon. Living Social was a good app too. So check both those apps. Check Groupon and check Living Social, because I would use back in the day, and this is before Lyft and Uber were a thing, were invented. I would go between both of them, Lyft, and go between Living Social. I mean, I said Lyft. I would go between Living Social and Groupon to see who had the better deal, even if it was a couple of dollars less. Sometimes Living Social used to be boom. Also, too, check Eventbrite. Oh, this another one. Check Eventbrite. I know you know about Eventbrite. Check Eventbrite, because some of the activities, the things that be happening, be free. Like, I was originally gonna go to Vegas for New Year's. Girl, it was so much happening on Eventbrite in Vegas for New Year's. Like, stuff that was free on Fremont, or $5, all that. Okay. Lastly, and I'm gonna get into your um don't take any cabs on the strip. You can walk the whole strip. The strip is only a mile long, from all the way from old Vegas Circus old strip to Mandalay Bay. You know, it's a mile long. So you can walk it, just have on some comfortable shoes, or the taxi cabs are scams. So if you can get the shuttle back to the airport. I don't know if you took the cab to your hotel. Oh, I wish I had a thought about that sooner. I would have told you to take a shuttle. If you had already taken the shuttle, good. You said got you already down. Yeah, if you already took a shuttle to your hotel when you got off the plane, good. Because the cabs will scam you. They'll charge you $35 for literally a $8 ride on the shuttle. Yeah. Oh, girl. Yeah. Girl. That strip is only a mile long. It's literally only a mile long. It's not a long strip. You said I'm in an Airbnb. Yeah. Okay. So I would say this too. If you're in an Airbnb, I'll take the shuttle from a nearby hotel to the airport, depending on how close you are to the hotel. If not, your better bet. I mean, nobody takes cabs anymore, but your better bet is Uber. Visit Fremont. You gotta visit Old Vegas. Go to Fremont. They got all types of stuff. The food, the zip lining. Go visit the Heart Attack Cafe. Um, that's where, if you could eat I've not eaten there. Have I eaten? No, one time with me and my sister, but we just got a regular meal. But go visit the Heart Attack Cafe. It is real. People have had a heart attack in the restaurant, but like it's that restaurant where you get that big copious pound amount of food, and if you eat it all, it's free. But it's, oh gosh. Anyway, but the actual food is actually pretty decent. It's good. It's greasy. It's but you're gonna see some characters in there. But they're really, really famous, really popular. The Heart Attack Cafe. Is it called the Heart Attack Cafe? Something Heart Attack is in it. But because they have like burgers, their specialty is burgers and fries. But we talking about burgers and bacon and bacon it's crazy. But definitely go to Fremont, go to Old Vegas, because that's really fun. Plus, too, you'll have more local energy there too, and things are a slight bit more cheaper too. Like, everything's basically cheaper off the strip, like in real life. Like, the strip is just, it's a bubble. Um, Plus, too, the restaurants are a lot cleaner too off the strip. But anyway, oh, and last but not least, this is in Old Vegas. Go to the Golden Nugget. That's one of the OG casinos from back in the day. All right, now that I've given you a breakdown, you start Travel Channel. Now that I've given you a breakdown, let me give you your second question. Okay, go to the nearby hotel, get a shuttle from my Airbnb. Cause girl, that's clever. Yeah, yeah. If because to my knowledge, they're not checking. At least the last time I've been there. When is the last time? I haven't been there in a few years, but they're not checking to see what room number you was in. And then usually there's a shuttle booth outside. Girl, yeah, get your shuttle. Because those shuttles be like $8, 10 max. But yeah, those shuttles be like $8 to get to those to get to the airport. And then when you get to the airport, if you got a long layover, girl, they got slots in the airport. So you be entertained the entire time. But let me get your second question. Will you have fun at Beyonce? Oh, how will the Beyonce concert go for you? Universe, Spirit Guides, and Angels, and Show messages. How will the Beyonce concert go for Black of the World? Can you two cards? How will the Beyonce concert? Girl, Queen of Cups. Look, you got to have fun. Also, you might not be all the way alone. I feel your energy kind of pairing up with people. So you like I feel you being solo, having a good time, but I also feel your energy kind of like, joining people. So you might end up at dinner, but this is more so, it's giving more so friendship than romantic vibes. Not saying that you can't make a connection while you out, but it is giving more so friendship. But I feel your energy like really like, yeah, like I feel you really like this energy around you. I feel you like really getting into it. And I'm telling you, like the way the concert is set up, like you vibing with people, you feel like you know each other. Universe, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. I'm gonna buy merch after the concert, to be honest. Yeah. I was like, the party don't stop. Yeah, I don't mind that. So yeah. The oh my gosh, the full card, girl, it's adventure. You about to have so much fun. And the full card is the energy of the Aries and the Aquarius. You already know. And the Aries being the youngest in the zodiac, oh, the Aries love fun. The Aries is spontaneous. The Aries is looking for, okay, let's do it. All right. They don't care about the details. So you about to have you a great time. But I definitely feel you kind of bonding with people too. Look, Queen of Swords, look, social queen. Bonding with people too around you. I don't feel the whole night with new people. But one of those things like, oh my gosh, we was going over to the so and so. You want to come, girl? Come home. Da da da. And it's like you having a good time. I feel your energy. Like, okay, cool. Let's exchange some. Like let's exchange Instagrams or whatever. And then you continue on your night. I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, you ain't going home. Going back to your Airbnb until late in the nighttime. I'm talking about 2, 3, maybe 4 in the morning. I feel your energy making it back to your room before sun up. But once again, it's like the party continues. Um, you're going there, you're laying down, you get up, you shower, and you right back on it. Universe, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, Death card. The concert is gonna be transformative. 7 of Cups in the upright. It's gonna also make you. It's also gonna inspire you, like on your own energy. Look, because Beyonce in real life, she's a high priestess. She's a high witch. Her energy is of Oshun's. Harness that energy. See, a lot of it, like, I know people be thinking I be speaking about it in like an entertainment type of way, like, ooh, use this energy to cast this, da, da, da. But literally, it's a reason why her energy is so magnetic. When you feel that in you, you're supposed to use that spark, that inspiration to go light up other things. Right now, all the ideas that come in your mind during this concert, write them down. Whether put them in your phone, text yourself, whatever you need to do to get it out. Just just get it out. Write them down and ride high on that energy. That energy is even gonna help you on the slot machines. Ride high on that energy. Like when you feel that, people don't use it though. Because people just think like, oh, it's just every piece of energy that you use, that you feel you can use it. I mean, you ain't gotta use it. Ain't nothing gonna happen. But if you don't use it, but you can use that energy, like literally the energy that she omits, like it's a reason. And it's not just because she's a Virgo, because Virgos are some hard workers, but think of all the other Virgos that was alive that ain't make it to Beyonce status. It's not because think of how hard they work. MJ, Michael Jackson, Virgo, their work ethic is what got them there. That energy that they build upon it, that belief that I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna fly. And Aquariuses are good to build upon that type of energy because it's already in you. Because you already thinking outside the box. You already feel like, well, I mean, why not go to space? You know. So now take that energy and just build upon it. Jordan is a Virgo, is not a Virgo, is an Aquarius. Build upon that energy. Oprah, an Aquarius. Build upon that energy. Paris Hilton, an Aquarius. Build upon that energy. Brandy, Aquarius. Build upon that energy. Kelly Rowland, an Aquarius, who best friend is a Virgo. Build upon those energies. Those are energies where it's like, our energy bounces off well from high vibe energies. So use what you're going to get, but it's about to be a really good time. The concert is going to make you feel euphoric. Like it's one of those energies where you just feel high and you're not high. You're not even drunk. You said, I'm an Aquarius sun, Mercury, and sun in the 6th house, Virgo house. See, build upon that energy. Yeah, I just feel this euphoria feeling. Like you're gonna feel real good. And it's not even gonna be because you've been drinking or smoking. You're just about to feel good. You say, yes, I'm gonna go hard. So use that energy. And the thing about it is that energy builds upon itself. So all you need is a starting point. You start from there, you get the spark, boom. You can take that spark back home when you fly out. That spark is going to keep building on itself. That spark is going to find other people with that same spark. Sparks be finding sparks. This is how y'all found me. I mean, honestly, I've always said that it's no coincidence that, a lot of the energy that I've gotten from you all that, that found the channel, that participate in the channel, that are here, whether it's to take in the readings, the personals or just the content. I'm like, I've resonated deeply. And I'm like, that's not by accident. Sparks find sparks. And that's why I've always kept my energy in a more positive. It's like, yeah, you can do stuff to sensationalize and get more in, but I'm like, I can't dwell in certain energetic spaces. Negativity just don't. But I'm telling you. Anyway, give me your third question. And Belle, I'm right on your question next. In real life, it's this the reason why I stay away from certain family members because I'm like, y'all not about to rub that out on me. Keep that over there. Be sad over there, but you ain't about to be sad over here with me. You said I'm so excited. I'm gonna buy her merch at the concert too. Honestly, and I love to get. I'm notorious to buy a concert T-shirt for most concerts. Like if I'm pretty like into the artist, I'm gonna get a T-shirt, the whole shirt. Um, Only one I didn't get a T. Oh, I did get an Usher T-shirt. Sorry, y'all, it's raining. Um, when I saw him in Vegas, I didn't get a T-shirt. I got a coffee mug. Um, when that show was good, Usher did his thing with that show in Vegas, child. But he did really good with his current tour, past, present, future tour. That was amazing. I love me too much. I don't care. I don't care how people feel, and I love Usher's son. What is it, Naveed? He is hilarious, hilarious. Usher's doing a really good job with his kids. But man, his kids are so sweet, and I just love watching Black kids get to grow up and be just regular kids. They're not going through no struggles. School is the struggle. So, and then him just being able to be a kid. Like Usher's not forcing him to be famous. He has his little TikTok. That TikTok be cracking me up. And he's just being a regular teenager. Like that heals my soul in so many ways. You said you haven't mentioned Usher's son before. I need to, girl. His son is hilarious. His son is because y'all know kids be crazy. They be funny. Kids be hilarious. His son be cutting up, but in the most um appropriate of ways. Like he's not out here doing crazy stuff. He ain't out here talking about sex and drugs. Like he's a normal teenage kid. I think his son Naveed is like 16 or 17, but truly funny. Like he's naturally funny. Um, you know who else kid is super funny? Stephanie Smith's daughter. Oh gosh, she is hilarious. she she is hilarious. She be clowning on her dad too. Um, I love me so much. Yeah, because you know what, Usher's now he could be acting now, but Usher feels down to earth in real life. Like his energy stays pretty consistent. Like yeah, he know who he is. He know he Usher. He know he talented, but it's a truly like gentle energy. It's firm, it's strong, but it's not overpowering. It's not. You could tell he's very confident within himself, you know, and he doesn't have to prove himself. Like it's not like he doesn't need to conquer the world. Like I need to be the biggest of the. He's grateful to have even how he like talks. He probably never thought he'd have a career that's expanded 30 years. So that's a blessing. And the man look amazing. And when I tell you that Usher's still doing the flips, Usher is how old am I? 36. He's gonna be 46 this year. Usher's still flipping. The man is literally still doing the flips. And not like, let me do a little tumble. I'm talking about handstands I'm like, okay, Chris Brown. So, I mean, yeah, his star ain't falling no time soon. But to see his children be able to like be kids on their own accord and not be pressured to be in the spotlight, because his son's TikTok is normal. It's the regular teen TikTok. It's like my niece's TikTok. Dances, and whatever trend that's going on at the moment amongst the kids. But his son is naturally and he be clowning his daddy too. He said, wow, he's young. I didn't know she was 40. Yeah, he's 46. 46. All right. Last quote. Bell, stay right here because your reading is coming right up. In fact, whenever you're ready, Bell, you can drop your question. I'm on Black with a Rose. Last question. What messages do I need to hear at this moment? What important messages? Let's see. Universe, Spirit Guides, and Answers and Chain messages. What important messages does Black with a Rose need to hear at this moment? Can you two cards? What important messages? We have the Eight of Cups in the upright. Eight of Cups is emotional distance. You need to distance yourself away from some things emotional. Let me see. We're gonna get more into it, but but that's what that is. Universe, Spirit, as an ancestors. What important messages does Black with a Rose need to hear? Two cards. High Priestess in reverse. That's disconnection. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. You're being told not to worry. So I definitely feel like there's an emotional tie because this isn't you being nonchalant. Like your energy definitely feels very in tune, but it feels like it's emotionally connected maybe to things that, this could be outcomes. I don't feel like it's people, or at least not physical people, like not somebody that you could call up right now or somebody that could call you. But like there's some type of I feel like there's emotional hurt here. Like not the type of emotional hurt that's stopping you, but there's residual emotional hurt. Like it feels like somebody or somebody's that have let you down. It's like their energy may have let you down at one point. It just kind of feels like, well, damn, because I feel a lot of aloneness in your energy. It's not lonely per se, but there is the energy of like being alone, feeling like you have to go at it by yourself, feeling like you don't have support, feeling like, now I will say there is a calling for you to build a community, to rebuild a community. And by community, it don't need to be 19 million people. It could be one other person, but there is a calling to build community with, people that are now at the frequency you are. A part of this aloneness that I'm feeling has to do with the fact that you have switched frequencies. You've switched priorities. There's things you want to do. Like, once again, like as you see right now, just because you become more spiritual doesn't mean you have to stop partying. But the energy that you approach when you party and you go out and have a good time, it's not depending on the validation of other people. It's not, I need this party to make my life feel better. You're not doing it to take an edge off. You're doing it because you want to do it. It makes you feel good. In fact, you're doing it, probably didn't, realize it in the forefront, but you're doing it to harness energy, because that's another thing. That's another big manifestation point. If you are feeling good, you can harness other things in that energetic space of feeling good. even in regards to like who you meet in that energy space, feeling good, So a lot of your partying now, not saying that your partying in the past was because it was like validation, but your partying now, it feels like clean energy, like you're doing it because woo, like you got people, once again, you got people that solo travel. You got some people, they're traveling because they're running away from life. You got other people, it's like, wow, I want to see that over there. Look at that tree. It's two different, same thing, two different energies behind it. So this 8 of Cups is, there's residual things that are still in your energy that you have to, just fully let go, or you're still fully letting go of. High Priestess in the reverse, it's not you being disconnected, but it's you feeling the disconnect from maybe a full spiritual, it's maybe feeling a disconnect to a full spiritual, community, or to other like minds. But Spirit wants you to know that that's coming towards you. You got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Wheel of Fortune, my karmic card in the upright, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's good karma. Everything is working out for you. Even the stumbling that you may feel, everything is working. You're on the right path. The stumbling is a part of it. It's like, I've always felt that when we experience challenges in life, obstacles, it's not to punish us. Punishment is in the mind. If you think it's a punishment, it turns into a punishment. However, though, any type of obstacle that we come across is to make us better. It's to give us, the reason why we don't do it anymore. It's like, okay, so you remember that thing? Remember how you stubbed your toe? You ain't stubbed your toe because you deserved a stub toe. But now that you know that you can stub your toe and turn in that corner, now you know better, do better. Boom. You said, I'm going to be doing a lot more traveling, and I'm getting my money up this year for sure. I need money to make my dreams come true. LOL. Yeah, I get the constant feeling of being alone and nobody understanding me and not feeling supported. LOL. Yeah, and then that is an Aquarius trait. We often feel like, well, damn it, who understands me? My frequency has changed, and I feel it very deeply. Yeah, and people have changed in how they react and regard you, but don't take it personal. Just understand that, like, if you weren't a spiritual person, you probably would take it from a personal aspect. Like, oh my God, it's me. Nobody likes me. Nobody loves me. But you know better than that. You already know that the reason why people are distancing or they love you, but they over here now, or they're revealing themselves, is because you've outgrown them, and it doesn't necessarily make them a villain. It just means that they were necessary for that part of your journey, but this is where the line stops. Universe, Spirit guide. Because here's the thing too, when we hold on to things that's no longer for us, we stagnate our process. So would life be destitute? No, but maybe now you're living paycheck to paycheck because you're holding on to an old frequency when you weren't supposed to live like that. Or maybe, now you're gridlocked in a certain salary. It's like, okay, I'm making 50 grand. I want to make, in your head, you have visions and dreams about making 6-figure income. But you can't somehow, you don't get higher than 60 grand, which I ain't saying 6 grand ain't a decent amount of money. But what I'm saying is your dream was this, but you can't get beyond that because you're stuck with people that are stuck in that cycle. And and the crazy thing is, it don't even have to do with how much they're making, because they could be making 6 figures, 8 figures, just 7 figures. But you making what you making. You making what you making because they're still in that frequency of keeping you stuck. And you're in that frequency of keeping you stuck with that energy. Let's see. Universe, Spirit, guides, and answers. What important messages does Black about need to know? What's your cards? We have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the 5 of Pentacles in the upright. 5 of Pentacles, get energy out. It's not about effort with the 8 of Pentacles reverse, because you're making an effort. I don't have to give you a message about, like you got to put more effort into it. You already have it embedded in you that what I put out is what I get back. If I go hard, I get back those results. If I go sometimes you go easy and you get back a big return. So sometimes, but you already get the energetic frequency of what you put out is what you get back. However, though, the Spirit is saying it's not that you're not doing enough. You're doing enough. All you got to do is just keep doing, but take out of your mind that you're not doing enough, or take out of your mind, I gotta do, just do it. Do it. Do it because it's like, let's see what happens if I do this. Or, all right, let's just do it. And always feel like I'm going to get a big return, period. Whether it comes from this or the next thing I do. This thing, if it doesn't give me the big return, then the big return is right on the next side because this is the pathway towards it. But there's no, you got to keep da-da-da-da, because everything that you're doing is good enough. You said I'm aiming for an 80K tech job and I'm trying to aim high. Absolutely. And that's coming for you. And I'm not just saying like, oh, that's coming for no. It's coming for you. You've put that out there. That's coming for you. Especially too in tech, girl, that's really coming for you because you already know if you aiming in tech, you're gonna get way beyond that. But that's coming for you. And he said, you said that to me before. I felt like I wasn't doing enough. Yeah, you're doing more than enough. You're doing way more than some people doing. You are doing more than enough. You are more than enough. You are enough. Tell that to yourself. I am doing enough and then some. And when you feel to go beyond the mark, rewire it in your brain as I'm going beyond the mark because I feel to. Because it makes me feel good to do this right now. Not because you feel like you got to in order to have. That's not the stipulation. And then last but not least, and you already doing this one, girl, get outside. Get outside, get outside. Now, because I was doing this when I started, this was at the top of 2024. And this is when the energies around me, had changed significantly. And I had made the decision I was not about to live less of a life. Even if you can't, even in the time, because this is important, because energy begets energy. Energy begets energy. Even though you probably, I'm sure you want to take the trips to Tahiti, you want to go to Africa, you want to go to the Caribbean, you want to go to China. I can feel it in you. But just because let's say you have to save up money towards those trips, doesn't mean you stop traveling alone. What I did that helped me build upon the energy of being able to travel and go to where I wanted to go, I still did little trips. Whether I did something within the city, whether I did something in the neighboring state, like, I'm, Illinois, I was taking drives to Wisconsin. There was a friend of mine, her friend owned a art gallery, right? Like a 2-hour drive away from where I was. So I took the drive. I was like, I want to go to this art gallery. I love art. I love art galleries. This is one of my things that I like to do in my spare time. I took that drive out there. So go and make a day of it. Because think about it. When you go and travel to these other countries, or to the other side of the country, within the U.S., what you going to do? Beyond to go see a show. You're going to the museums. You're going to, girl, you can do that anywhere. Make a day. This is how you romanticize your life, because energy begets energy. It's more than like, yeah, you got to have the money, but what gets you the money is the energy. And people don't realize you can start small. You don't have to start with the trip to Thailand. You can start with the trip to Thailand, but you ain't got to start with the trip to Thailand. The trip to Vegas already got your energy like, yeah, what's next? What's next? What's next? If you feel like, okay, I can't go to Thailand the first week of August like I want to, but you want to go somewhere. Where's somewhere within your money that you can go that's going to be a good, luxurious time? Because luxury isn't necessarily how much money you put into it. It's the experience. That's what makes it luxurious. So let's say there's a museum hour or two away from you that you've always wanted to go to. I'm just saying museum, or a flower patch, because they be having those little things. I can do that too. You drive out to wherever else outside the city, go to a lavender field and go pick lavender. Like that's some romantic ass shit. Forgive me for being for cussing, but that's some romantic stuff. You go. What did you do today? I went to a lavender field to go pick lavender. And then you take me somewhere nice to eat. And then you dry yourself. Girl, you feel good about your life. And that attracts what you want. And then you still got away, because that was the same thing you would have did in Tanzania. I don't know if they got lavender fields in Tanzania, but you would have went to some random ass field to go pick some flowers, all because you saw it on TikTok and it looked gorgeous. And that lavender field, an hour outside of your residency, is the one that manifests the lavender field in Tanzania. Black people don't know that. But yeah, but that's what I got for you. You said, yes, true. I need to romanticize my life a lot more. I feel like I want to enjoy life a lot. I'm telling you, when you romanticize your life, this is how you get what you want. Romanticize the life that you want. You can do it. I'll tell you right now, you can do it as small as drinking your water outside of a wine glass. Um, like, and I was telling my partner this. I was like, the difference between luxury and non-luxury. I was like, you go to those luxury restaurants, they give you water in wine glasses, and automatically you feel fancy. You like, oh my gosh, ooh, but girl, that ain't nothing but tap water in a wine glass. You could put tap water in a wine glass and feel just as fancy. You can situate your food all pretty on the plate with your water in a wine glass and feel extra fancy. That's all it is. Luxury is beauty. It's the aesthetic. It's convenience. That's the thing, and it's the feeling that you get. That's what luxury is at the end of the day. It's the convenience. It's the quality. It's the feeling. It's the aesthetic. Every time you go someplace luxurious, it's beautiful. It's clean. It's comfortable. It's convenient, aesthetically pleasing, and it makes you feel good because of all of that. You can do that at home. Yeah. Thank you. This teasing brought me so much hope. Absolutely. And you got it going on. You living your best life. Because there's people right now that wish they had that type of freedom. You got that type of freedom. Bask in it. Bask in it. I'm trying to cover my gray child. Um, all right, Bill. I'm finally on your reading. You said teasing. I mean reading. Absolutely. Bill, let me get into your question. For y'all that are here, I just did a live reading, all signs. There's a pick card there, there's a collective there. I'm going to chop it up too. There's a collective there. And then what else do I got up in that reading? Oh, yeah. If you're dealing with. So I do a breakdown so you can look at the exact sign. I am going to put the time steps on. Give me some time. I said within 24 hours, so I don't want to lie to you. But I'm here. And then I'm going to do another live personal a little later today too. But for now, I'm still here for a little minute though. But I'm starting to get hungry. I'm going to want lunch soon, child. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into Miss Bell's question. Okay. All right, here we go. I see it. Is my partner being honest about not hiding anything from me on their phone currently? They won't let me see it. Not sure if I'm overreacting. Okay, let's get into it. Universe, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, channel messages. Is Bell's partner being honest about not hiding anything on his phone? Bell's partner, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. What does she need to know about the situation? Is Bell's partner 10 of Wands in the upright? Is he honest about 2 of Wands in the upright? Now, this is Wands energy, fire, passionate energy. There is frustration behind the energy of you wanting to see. King of Pentacles. Give me one more. Let's see. You got a knight of, I don't know what. Two of Swords reversed. It's giving yes. There's no text. There's no planning for. Oh, get away. There's no planning. Like, hey, girl, let's meet up at like 5 o'clock. She's asleep right now. There's none of that going on. But there are things that would probably make you upset. I don't know if I can't say per se that Yeah, that's some text messages. Choose, but there's like, think of it in the energy of, there may be messages where it's like, that's a little inappropriate. Like, why would you say that to her? Now, granted, the person that he said it to is, are they planning to meet up? No. Do they think? No. But why would you say something like that? Like, why would you make a comment on how juicy her breasts look? You know? And it's like, now here's the deal. It could be something in the form of comments, social media comments, like, commenting on somebody's Instagram, Snapchat, what have you. Or once again, it could be in the form of like text message. So it's not going anywhere physical, but it's inappropriate. Like, why are you talking like this to this person? Um, it's also giving the energy of imagery. Like, maybe there's some pictures in the phone. Once again, now if there's pictures, there's not pictures coming from somebody that he knows down the road. Like, oh yeah, you seen Cynthia, girl, titties all up in the phone. Not like that, but think like OF model. Think um social media, somebody with a large following. Or you have the girls that sell the pics, you know, the private pictures and stuff like that. So once again, not something where you feel like, oh damn, so you talking to Cynthia, but like it's disrespectful, because it's like, and it's different because it's like, it's not like, okay, he saved his favorite Pornhub video. I mean, and not knowing how your views are when people watching, not that he saved his favorite, XXX video, but this is like, once again, somebody that you can message, hey, send me those pictures of that, da 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 da. It's something like that. So definitely it's something that you would be upset about. I just heard you ask. Your energy just asked me, your spirit just asked me, why won't he let me see the phone then? He doesn't want to delete those things. That's what that is. You said, did they just subscribe to OF? Let's see, spirit guide. Is he subscribed to OF? Is he subscribed to OF? No, no, no. It's more so like touch and go. I don't get like a subscription to OF, but it's like, once again, it's like those pay for services. Because I'm not even too familiar, but they're like pay for services. I know that you got some people that, once again, they sell things on Snapchat. You got people that sell private. Like, look, you got some people, they sell video calls. I don't get that he's doing this, but you got people that sell video call sessions. It's like, call me and I'll touch myself for you on the phone type stuff. You got people who do that, but I don't feel like it's that. It's not going into live interaction, but it's like a one-time thing. One time being like, you can, for $20, I send you pictures of the XYZ, me clapping cheeks and stuff. Oh, I just heard your energy. What's the appeal of that if there is porn? Oh, I just heard you ask that. Sometimes it's about the energy. It's about how they get off. Because you got some people where it's like, yeah, I'll just watch a P-Hub video, Corn Hub video, and yeah, I just need to see some cheeks clapping. But then other people, it's like, yeah, but it's like her doing it for me. Even though she's sending out that same cheek clapping video to all her customers that week. I don't know how to deal with this because he just keeps lying. Do they have an addiction problem? Not an addiction. Why is he doing? This is about escape. Yeah, no, Nine of Wands. It's not an addiction. It's about escape. And people usually would process it's about escape. That's what it is. So it's not an addiction. It's not something he can't stop. It's not like, oh my gosh, I gotta, it's not getting in the way of work or important things. It's about an escape. So while I don't get that his energy is going to physically walk out and do something on you, but it is an avoidant, dismissive, escapism energy. Is this going to come out where I can see? It's not. He doesn't care if I leave him. It's not going to come out that you can see it. And this is why, too, he's guarding his phone. because once again, it's an energy where it's like, I don't want to delete it, but I don't want you to see it either. So it's not gonna come out that you're gonna see it, not unless you take the phone. But like, is it something where he's gonna basically, is he gonna get sloppy about it? No, he's not getting sloppy about it in his energy. But it is something you can discover. It's not, it's not too difficult to discover, but you're not likely to discover it unless you like put in some great effort to get a hold of his devices. And that spirit, look, I don't want to be that person, but spirit just said you get a hold of his devices and you give him little tips. I don't know if you drink, but if you get him drunk, and get him to sleep, and there you go. What would happen if you call it out? More denial. He's not gonna leave you. More denial. He's not gonna leave. Just kind of like maybe some gaslighting energy. Oh my God, you crazy. There's nothing going on. Stop it. Gee, get a grip. Like maybe less comical, but he's not gonna like curse you out or nothing. He'll be frustrated. He'll be irritated, but he's not gonna like get up and leave. You said, does he? He doesn't want you to leave, but it's one of those energies where, because it's all his energy, it's very lackadaisical. He doesn't want you to leave. No, he's not trying to make you leave. But if you just one day say, I'm gonna break up with you, I don't see him necessarily running after you in the moment, but he would make an attempt to come back to you, like, call you, but it's not giving a please, I'll change my ways. It's him. It's his energy. It's very complacent. It's very like, I'm here. I went to work. I got a job. That's good. It's good enough. That's what his energy is giving. But no, like his energy, he's not trying to break up with you. No. Mm-mm. In his mind, he's not doing anything wrong because he feels like, well, I'm not sleeping with nobody. But emotional cheating is just as bad. It's just as bad. Like I said, it's a difference between looking at some random woman that you can't communicate with directly on Cornhub or random videos or some Hollywood Valley production on Cornhub than interacting with a person directly. It's even different than cam girls. Than interacting with somebody very directly, very, undercover, very independently. Because some people run these things very independently, not even just with OF. Some people run them independently. Like through Snapchat, through WhatsApp, or some people even, they got work phones, FaceTime. You could do video, but they'll FaceTime you. Private shows. So where is he finding this? Girl, all over. Now it ain't hard to find. Especially on Snapchat. Like, look, Snapchat is a low-key prostitution. What you call it? Like Snapchat is low-key. Like, when I tell you it is not hard to find. Especially on the Snapchats, they be having it in people's titles and like names and everything. Is he ever going to stop? Him stopping is him getting his life together. Because once again, it's escapism. He has to work on himself. Once he gets better about himself, he's not interested in things like that. So it's escapism. That's what that is. He's escaping. Trying to. So that's what it is, unfortunately. No. He doesn't recognize it. Like, because he's not ready to change. Well, once again, he's in an energetic space of, I'm doing enough. I'm here. I'm surviving. I'm alive. I ain't on drugs. Yeah. I need some ice. So that's what I got for you. Are we at 2 hours? I think I might stay for another hour. You're so welcome, Belle. Thank you. I wonder why my sound isn't coming through for. Excuse me. All right. Now, what did I want to do? I want to do something. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be here for another hour, y'all. At least another. That's what I plan. I like to break it up 2 and 2. I need some ice.
If you ever been to Tampa, but Tampa is the kind of place where, first of all, it's a bunch of people that wanted to be pirates, I think, and then pirating went out of business. So
Mm. Okay, these videos of Omarion dancing. Maybe Omarion wasn't a great dancer. I feel so bamboozled. Oh, y'all. No, I can't do conspiracies. They're going to run me off. They're going to run me off. They're going to run me off. Maybe I'll do conspiracies on my Patreon. I have a Conspiracy Monday live. It is an uncut tier, so. But join the Patreon, y'all. Join the Patreon. All right, y'all. Um, yeah, so I want to get into, well, I can't do it here because they're gonna cut the live, but I got my Patreon up and running. It's where I do the uncut stuff. It's $5 for the subscription per month for hot and steamy readings. And also there's a free question Wednesday for subscribers. So get into it. Free question Wednesday. Also, because I'm not breaking up the tiers anymore. I've tried it in the past where I break up the tiers, for this price you do. It's all under one price. It's $5. Because it gets to be too much. And the reason why I've had my Patreon and I'm like here consistent, then I fall because it's really hard trying to be 19 platforms over. So everything's on one tier. But I really want to do conspiracy theory. I really want to get into that. Really want to get into that. Oh, so I can still do them. Hey y'all.
Y'all, this might be the realest crochet hair has ever looked like my hair. YG Wigs sent me a few packs of their tight, curly 18-inch crochet extensions, and these were so pretty, y'all. The curls. These extensions literally mimic. All right, I had to jump on and show you.
A few days ago, I made a video telling more creators to just post the content and just be consistent, and they would grow eventually. And a lot of people were in my comments like, "Hey, Tariq, I've been posting, but like nothing's happening. I'm not getting any views, yada yada yada." And then I.
I see you go live. See
I'm addicted to this. Not a literal medicine, but I went to go get it. So I'm addicted to this. Not a literal medicine.
Ooh. All right, y'all. So I'm about to cut the live because my battery is about to die. But y'all stay beautiful, stay blessed. I'll be back a little later. In the meantime, get some admin done. Thank y'all. Bye.